Today we're going to talk about the topic of value in LINQ. So why are we in this cafe? Well, if you were in a cafe and were presented with the choice of a cup of coffee or a delicious kiwi, in your mind you would instantly value one more than the other. That would be reflected in price too, but more importantly, one would be more valuable to you. One of the key features in LINQ is the ability to apply value to information produced by an organization, not in dollars, but more of a weighted relative value. Let me explain. Before we start modeling in LINQ, we need to agree on how to assign value to information assets. First, you could just consider the relative importance of any output as measured against all other outputs, then agree on some relative values. Second, you could use a method we call Moscow. For this, you would create a scale that might look like this. And finally, you could come up with a weighting scheme containing important elements of value, like risk if not available, profitability, number of customers affected, etc. Each item in the list would then get a weighting in percentages that add up to 100%. Then each information output could be scored on the weighted value that is based on the concerns of the organization. Ultimately, the complexity of the value calculation should be tempered by the usability of it. In other words, keep it simple. Every LINQ model ends with the achievement of one or more business outcomes. But it's the information that supports the business outcome that has the real value, and that is where value is applied in LINQ. Here you can see a greatly simplified example of an Amazon order. In this scenario, a customer uses the Amazon portal to place an order. The information asset, called an order, is then used to email an invoice to the customer and is sent to the warehouse to start packaging the order. Since the bill has already been paid, and this is just a notification to the customer, the invoice that supports the customer notification is given a lower relative value. Where the order details that support order preparation is very important because we still need to package the order and we need to get it right. These two information outputs, the invoice and the order details, are both derived from the order itself. So the value of the order is the sum of the two information outputs. Now that you're armed with how LINQ handles value, you're ready to start modeling.